Hey guys, welcome back to my little world of movie recaps. Today I'm tapping into Nicolas Cage's crazy yet fascinating Willy's Wonderland. No, not that Willy. Get your minds out of the gutter, come on. Don't worry though, this one is pretty messed up. Alright, let's take a look. The movie begins with a weird VHS tape of some robots wishing a kid a happy birthday. Oh, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? Wait, who are those guys and what the hell is that? Ah well, that dude ain't gonna make it. I think his name was Carl, but really who cares? Anyway, the woman dies off screen and man, that's some pretty terrible CGI blood. I don't care about them anyway. You wanna know why? Enter the ultimate crazy man of Hollywood, Nicolas freaking Cage. Yeah, take a look at this absolute Chad. Alright, I know that his character is called the Janitor, but I really can't call him that. I'm just gonna call him Nick. We're cool, right? Alright, so his awesome looking car goes over a trap and he's got a flat tire. He drinks some punch soda and just stands there looking all cool and shit. He gets a ride with a mechanic named Jed. This dude is a bit of a loudmouth, and they enter Hayesville, the land of Willy's Wonderland. Meanwhile, a kid named Liv tries to set Willy's on fire, but gets arrested by Sheriff Lund, who locks her up in her home and leaves her there with a bucket. Damn, that's nasty. Meanwhile, Jed takes a look at Nick's car. There seems to be a lot of missing persons posters there. What's up with that, Jed? Things get really shady when Jed asks for $1,000 in cash to fix the car. There are no ATMs around, so Nick agrees to work it off. He's taken to Willy's and meets Tex, the owner. He offers to pay for the car if Nick cleans up the place. Okay then. Tex plays a video for him and we get introduced to the main character. There's Willy Weasel, Siren Sarah, Cammy Chameleon, Ozzy Ostrich, Tito Turtle, Gus Gorilla, Artie Alligator, and Nighty Night. Nick smolders for a bit, and hey, did that weasel just move? Anyway, Tex gives him a t-shirt and advises him to take breaks and locks him inside. I wonder how serious Nick is going to take that advice. Tex tells Jed that he wants to leave because he doesn't want to hear a grown man scream. Alright, that's some pretty shady shit. Liv's friends arrive and set her free. Yeah, they're not the brightest characters or the greatest actors. Liv convinces them to help her rescue Nick and they agree. Back at Willy's, Nick goes about his cleaning job. He takes breaks by drinking soda and playing on a pinball machine. That's cool, right? Things look pretty fine and hey, that weasel blinked. Yeah, look, I clearly saw it this time, alright? Anyway, those robot characters seem to be pretty murderous monsters. Got it. Ozzy sneaks up behind him and says shit like, I'm gonna feast on your face. Then they get into a little fight and Ozzy cuts Nick's face. That's a big mistake there, buddy. Nick beats the living shit out of the ostrich and kills it by ripping off its freaking spine. Hell yeah. Nick changes t-shirts because hygiene, I guess? And then he tries to take the trash out, but the door is locked. So he gets back to work? What? Dude, an ostrich just tried to kill you. What are you doing? Oh man. Wait, I forget this is Nicolas Cage. He lives for this kind of shit. Ah yes, a cleaning montage. Just look at him go. Willy and his team sing that shitty birthday tune, but it ain't Nick's day, so he shuts the buggers off. He goes back to the washroom to finish up on the mirrors, but something ain't right. Something starts taunting him and Nick doesn't like it, so he goes and looks around and comes face to face with Gus. The gorilla lands some hits on Nick, but he clearly doesn't know who he's messing with. Nick uses a plunger to gain the advantage, and then goddamn, he breaks his freaking face. That's worse than what he did to Ozzy. Hey, I ain't complaining though. Nick then gets into a staring contest with Willy, but then his timer goes off. That's it, it's time for another break. Liv and the kids reach Willy's and they pour gasoline all over the place, but hold off on lighting it up so that they can go and save Nick. He ain't about to quit his job, so he just ignores them. Alright, let me just point out here that he hasn't said a single word so far. Yep, that's right. Liv doesn't back down and sneaks inside through the vents. But Willy has his eye on her and so does that creepy freaking Artie. That little alligator chases after her, but she manages to escape just before getting chomped. Dude, seriously, what are these robots? Liv ain't safe yet, so she faces off against Siren now. Ah shit, she gets absolutely whacked. Nick hears the commotion and comes to check on her. She jumps right on top of him. Rude. He leaves her and she tells him that she grabbed Siren. Nick is pretty freaking weird. The other kids get into an argument over saving Liv's, but they all eventually fall through the weak roof. and then find her next to those creepy robots. Liv attacks Siren, but Nick stops her? What? This literally makes no sense. Anyway, Liv tells him that he's been baited to become a sacrifice for these robots. Apparently Willy's was built by a serial killer named Jerry, who took other killers under his wing, and they would kill innocent families in a super happy fun room. When the cops realized what was happening, they went after him, but all the killers performed some satanic ritual suicide that transformed their souls into robots. Alright then, what the hell is this movie? Oh yeah, and Tex is in on the whole thing too. Man, I gotta at least give credit to how freaking weird this thing is. Anyway, the two teens named Bob and Kathy explore a room where little kids used to get killed, and Kathy suddenly feels something getting nasty. Bruh, are you for real? Dude, Bob, keep it in your pants, man. Why are these two getting sexy in the middle of all this blood and murder? Man. Oh no, Willy starts singing the song again, and I really hate that voice. Oh shit. Nighty jump scare. He kills a guy named Aaron. Yeah, I really didn't care much for those characters. But here we go. Here's Liv, and she's fighting Nighty as the others run away. And we're back to those two horn dogs. Listen, come on, this is just not what I want to be watching. Kathy notices Artie watching them like a sick pervert, but Bob wants to give him a show? Wait, is Nick doing the pinball machine just like the two are doing each other? Yeah, this movie's just going through the roof, but hey, at least this guy Dan dies in a pretty slick scene with flashing lights and alternating shots of a siren popping up with her bloody mouth. Anyway, a teen named Chris calls Sheriff Lund and asks her for help. She doesn't respond the first time, but she leaves with her assistant Evan once she learns that Liv is also there. Nick refreshes himself during his break and then goes off to kill Nighty with his own freaking sword. Hell yeah. I love how dramatic the musical score is. Back to these hormonal teenagers, and Artie has had enough of their fake sex, so he rips them apart in a very nicely down sequence. Just look at all that blood and gore. Nick and Liv come to the scene, and Nick kills Artie by ripping his freaking jaw apart and pulling out his heart thingy. Man, these kills just keep getting better and better. Meanwhile, Cammy convinces Chris to come out of hiding and talk to him because he's apparently different. Chris believes it? Dude, you just signed your death warrant, man. Come on. On the way to Willy's, Lund tells everyone how she struck a deal with the robots so that she could save the townspeople. In exchange for that cooperation, she allows Tex to give them regular sacrifices through travelers who pass by. This is how she found Liv. She's apparently the daughter of those two people we saw in the opening scene. Back at Willy's, Cammy kills Chris in front of Liv. Of course that was going to happen. Nick gets ready to kick some ass, but, well, his timer goes off, so he needs to go drink his soda and play his pinball. Liv fights Cammy, but doesn't fare well. Luckily, she survives until Nick's break is over, and then he defeats Cammy, but doesn't kill him. Look at how just casually he smacks these two on their way out. However, they run into Lund, and she holds Nick at gunpoint, as she apologizes to Willy for what she's done to the other robots. She also gets Evan to cuff him, but wait, can't she just kill the robots with her own shotgun? You know what? I'm just going to take this as a parody and move on. Evan then takes Liv away in the car, and Lund waits outside to make sure that Nick doesn't escape. Siren and Cammy face off against our main man, while Liv tries to convince Evan to help her. She's doing a pretty shitty job at it, but oh damn. Tito rips into Evan and kills him. Liv tries to shoot him, but he somehow manages to empty the shotgun shells earlier. Never mind then. She manages to overpower him by smacking his balls with the shotgun. Meanwhile, Nick demolishes Siren and Cammy like I demolished my weekend cocktails. He cleans up the mess he's caused, and damn, this place looks spotless. He goes back up to Willy and stares him in the eye, but his timer goes off, so he's gotta do what he's gotta do. Damn, look at him go. He's really feeling himself in this game. Yeah, have some fun, Nick. Look at those moves. Nick clears out the trash and then gets held at gunpoint again by Lund. She's just the worst, man. She literally makes no sense as she mumbles some crap and calls out to Willy. Luckily for us, Willy shows up and rips her in half. Yes, that was hella satisfying. Willy somehow manages to land some blows on Nick and throws him into the ball house. But hey, Nick isn't going down that easy. He emerges from the depths of the balls, and now he means business. He equips himself with sodas and a couple of sticks. He takes on Willy and whacks the hell out of him this time. He goes on to rip his freaking head off. Man, this is intense. The next day, Tex and Jed get back to Willy's, and hey, Siren's still alive. Nick keeps up his end of the bargain, and the place looks absolutely perfect. He takes his car keys and leaves with Liv as she gets back. Hell yeah, now that's what I call a total badass. Jed and Tex joke with each other, thinking that the threat is over, but yeah, I got a feeling that ain't gonna be the case. Yep, there's Siren and she blows up the car. The movie ends with Nick offering his soda to Liv. Oh, that's dad's material right there. Oh yeah, they also kill Tito on the way. Wow. Well, you know that you're in for a pretty cool ride when you cover a Nicolas Cage film, and this movie was no different. Just to remind you again, he didn't utter a single word in the entire movie. Yep, that's right. Anyway guys, like and subscribe if you like these recap videos, and let me know in the comments if you got any special requests. You can also get exclusive access to some goodies on my Patreon, so check the link in the description to know more. See you next time, and ciao!